Hello there, this is Rom Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Women with many male friends. Now, this topic is funny. It was actually requested by quite a few people. And I apologize, I didn't write down all the names. Some men would ask for this topic in the comment section. And then some would hit me up privately, hey Rom, can you address this issue? You know, because we all see them. Despite the complaints by women that there is a shortage of men, you got some women who seem to have a lot of male friends. And that's some real stuff. Now, there's two primary reasons why you're going to see that. And one of them ain't necessarily about sex. The other one is. But the other one isn't about sex. You know what? Despite the chasm between men and women, and just to be clear, this isn't some new stuff. You know, there's been a couple. I remember I was doing a seminar, right? And, well, two stories. One was a seminar. And this was when I was like more actively doing stuff, right? And I peeped something. Even though these were professionals, all the women were on one side of the room and all the men were on another side of the room. And only men and women who were like sitting together were always like it was a definite couple, like they walked in together. And it was funny at the one with the seminar, my ex-wife was there. And she was wearing this dress that was, we affectionately termed the moneymaker. Because when she wore it, she drew attention. Now, I know people didn't know we were together. So she was sitting down. And all these guys were gravitating towards her, but not the rest of the room. Yeah, that told you how fine she was. Hey, if I'm going to mess with a woman, she going to be fine. Anyway, right? Check it out. It was still a situation where everybody was split apart. And then there was another time at a singles party where the men didn't want to interact with most of the women. All right? And it was more women there. But you get some women, right, who still, they know how to interact with a bunch of men. And the beauty of it is, it's not even, like I say, it's not about sex. You get some women who know how to speak man. I want y'all to think about that you got some women who are just cool. You know, they the type of women who could go, like you get some men, they'll sit around and they'll say this, that, and the third, everything they can think negative about a woman. And then this woman will come along and she can just go in right in there and vibe with them. And they don't even have to change up what they're saying because she probably agreed with them. You get some women just like that. They just know how to deal with men. I mean, a lot of times it's those type of women who grew up in patriarchies. Now, I know that's a dirty word, especially to some feminists, but I've heard some women actually say that. Because they'll say, yeah, the father was there, grandfather was there, a lot of males in the family, and they proud of it. They happy. You know, and this is a topic for another day. A lot of women who really get along with men, they ain't tripping over that word because they felt protected. They were taken care of. But that's going off on another tangent. But when you see women like that, they just cool. They just cool. They speak man. They know how to deal with a man. And those are the type of women too. If they have children, they have boy children or something, and they can just deal with them. They can get them to do whatever. You know, sometimes those football moms and stuff, they harder on the boys and stuff than the coaches are, but they love them for it. Hey, you just got some women like that. I mean, when I was young, about 14, man, I played soccer, right, during the spring. And the person in charge of the team, she wasn't a coach, but she was in charge of the program, was this woman. And you had some little thug dudes on the team who do whatever she want. Shoot, if somebody even mess with her, they'll strap up. And then, like, even in some neighborhoods, you got some older women, right? You get some of those poor neighborhoods, hood neighborhoods, and anybody who's like true to the game hood, they can tell you there's at least one older woman in that neighborhood nobody fuck with. Like nobody will front on her anything. Usually it's just a situation they just love her. They'll make sure her grass get cut. They'll make sure she get groceries. It'd be the straight up D boys in the neighborhood and stuff. There's that one woman, and I've never seen this to fail. Older woman, just be like a mother figure to them. They make sure she taken care of. If she went to one of these D boys and said, "Hey, you know what? I'm having trouble. They about to cut off my electricity." You'll get a stone cold killer who will pay it for it. You just get some women like that. Even on the like a lot of these men's channels. We all know a few women who they just cool. They just accept it and everything. So it's like it's no big deal. They just speak man. Now, you get the second type of woman. This woman might not can speak man. If you had a gun to her head, she probably don't even give a shit about it. Like really truly communicating with a man. But what she is finer than a motherfucker. Yeah, I've seen them. That like real sexy type of woman, right? And you know what? Hold up. Before I even go there, I just thought about this other woman I knew. It was in my neighborhood in North Michigan Park in D.C. Right? She was the type could calm everybody down. Like everybody knew her, nobody fronted on her, everybody respected her, man. But she was just cool. She could just calm down any brother. And I told this story before. When I was working in downtown D.C. I was walking along, agitated from some bullshit at work, and my girl just came up to me, saw I was agitated, just held my hand. She ain't say anything. It wasn't no sensual shit. It was like a sister holding her brother's hand. Just to calm them down and shit. And she just looked, she ain't say anything. She just in like about 2 minutes calm my ass down. You just get some women like that. Now, getting back to that sexy type of woman look real good. She got a lot of men around her because they just some beta orbiters. And y'all know I don't like using alpha and beta, but they all trying to hit it. But there's some women out there with a lot of game. I know a lot of guys don't have any respect for a woman's intelligence, but you got some women, they want some game. That's just straight up game. They know the game. Shout out my boy Warren B. He knows. He'll tell you. Go check out his channel. He'll tell you. A lot of these women got some serious game. So when you see that woman got a bunch of male just hanging around her doing what's up, but she ain't like that mother figure type. She like kind of dress jive sexy, looking good, all pleasant. Please. She just know how to manage her harem. And I've known some women like that. I've known so many women. I told y'all. I learned the game from women. Pimps will tell you the women got the game like that. And they just want their game. You got some women. If I wish I had a dime for the number of women I know, and they always fine. Because this a game that some plain Jane is not going to play. Some overweight woman with a bad disposition is not going to play. It's all to play this game. The woman better be 8 or above in far as rankings. It's just how it is, and they will always have a bunch of dudes trying to get at them. And because of that, and because quite frankly, a lot of men are just some straight simps or they tricks. Let's just keep it 100. You got a lot of guys who just they on some pimp shit. I mean some simp shit. Yeah, we wish we did have more on some pimp shit, but they just on some trick shit, and they think they just orbiting, hoping they get that shot at that woman. Now, some of them, they will pay. I've known numerous women have some dude pay their rent, pay their utility bills, and like I said, it wasn't on some like, oh, they see you as a mother figure shit. They trying to hit. Now, the women, they'll parcel out that pussy and shit like a reward system. If a dude figure, okay, I'm gonna get her rent this month, get her bills, I'm gonna put some food in her fridge. Shoot, I got it like that. In fact, I even know a situation where a woman was separated from her husband, but some of those situations, the husband was still in the house. They just weren't fucking anymore. She had other dudes paying the bills, not even her husband, which probably led to them being separated. Hey, just as a quick aside, fellas, I don't care how much shit we talk about women, say they ain't doing this, that, and the third. To really be in a position to talk shit, we got to be able to look at ourselves and say, you know what, I'm handling my business. When you handling your business, then you've earned the right to talk shit. But if you one of those dudes ain't doing shit, laying up playing video games all day and stuff, you're not in a position to talk shit about women. That's straight up. That's on us. Now the brothers out there handling the business, hey, that's cool. But anyway, this woman had it, and to me, I've been seeing that all my life. I've known women, you go in their apartment, they'll have nice furniture, nice sound system, TV, got some paintings up, ain't paid for one of those things. Yeah, that's Southern Virginia came out there. Anyway, they ain't paid for one of those things. All right, because there's some dude who paid for it. In fact, it was some dudes who moved when she ready to move into a nicer place. She'll have about 5 or 6 dudes right there, all think they gonna hit it, because she know how to work it. All of them too. Shit. Now those are situations like if somebody hit me up like that, like, hey Rom, because I know some women. I ain't like their orbiters or something, because they the ones be telling me all this shit. They just I'm like the pimp to them. That's one thing hoes do. And Warren B, once again, give him a shout out. He can tell you. Sometimes hoes fuck with pimps just because they can be themselves and like be honest. But I had some women tell me that they was like, yeah, this guy doing this, and I ain't had to pay like rent for a year. I ain't have to work. Sometimes like if a woman hit me up again, like they'll still call me or something, say, hey, yo, I got a bunch of guys helping me move. You want to help me move? If I ain't doing anything that day or doing someone that day or that moment, I don't have anything else, I might just go for one simple reason, not to help move, because I'd be picking up the least amount of furniture, but just to watch, like, because this is what happened, right? It'll be like one woman moving. She probably have a couple kids or at least one kid or something. Whatever the case, they all helping her move and everything. I guarantee if a woman got a bunch of dudes helping them move, she going, even though most of them are tricking and simping and all of that, she might be good enough to order them a pizza or have some drinks in there, some beers. See, I'll be the one sitting over in the corner. I'll just be observing. I'm like, all right, which one of these motherfuckers going to wait the long, try to wait out the other ones and try to get some? Seriously. That game, y'all. Shoot. That game, try to wait everybody else out. And I'll be sitting there just observing, all right, who trying to run and do something. She might say, damn, I need some water. About 3 or 4 dudes be running, be trying to jam into like the kitchen door or something and whatnot, trying to get her some stuff. But those women though, like that, they just got that game. You know what? I don't even hate on them, because if a dude's stupid enough to hang around some woman he ain't having sex with that long and spend money on it and buy her shit, and he ain't getting nothing, he a dumbass motherfucker. He earned what he gets. But you get some women, they just like that. They just like that. They on some game. That's why a lot of times, and then y'all know I don't really go in hard on women, but that's why like sometimes you gotta call out some shit, because there's a plenty of women out there like that. They talking all that shit about men, but then the woman, you get some woman at the seminar, a bunch of women talking trash, but you get that woman in the back holding a drink up, and she hold a drink up to me like, yeah, Rom, I know what's up. I actually had that happen at one seminar. Everybody was talking about Mr. Goodbar, and this woman, she stood up and said, well, you know what, I miss Goodbar. I might just want a guy just for sex. With a nasty self. Probably got some homemade pornos out there. Anyway, that's it for today. But yeah, that's that game right there. So you got 2 instances. Some women are just cool like that, and those are usually those are like the sister types or the mother figure types. They're gonna have a lot of dudes hanging around. Anyway, right? And then you just got the I'll call them the acculturated prostitute types who just know how to manage their harem, because that's what they're doing. You know, a man has a harem, shit. They just know how to manage their crew. And you got some women like that, just on some real game. That's why, that's why I say I've done a video like that saying women got about 4 men. And that's some real talk. That's some real talk. Understand that. And that's for the men. Always understand what you are to a woman. Always understand it. And one of the things you need to do, if you really want to deal with a woman, keep your wallet in your pocket and keep your dick in your pocket. Now, true to the game players know what I'm talking about, especially the pimps. They know what I'm talking about. Keep your dick in your pocket. So anyway, that's it for today. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.